This is all the things that you would use when you're making a fly. Now I'm going to go through each of these things. So let me introduce what we have here. So we have some thread, and we have a bobbin. We have some scissors, a wire threader or a threader, rotatable whip finisher or a whip finisher. We need hooks to tie and to have some fly, and we need some feathers. Okay, so we're just going to go through the tools on how to use this. We're going to start out with a bobbin. Okay, so the bobbin is used to thread, like tie things together with the thread. So thread, you're gonna need thread when you're tying a fly because that's like usually you're gonna just need that. So you put thread inside this, and how you do that is you take this, and there's a hole in the middle of the thread, usually in fly tying, which there is if you want to use it. Okay, so what you're gonna do is just push that down, push it on top, and then you'll hear it click. Okay, and then you're gonna thread that thread through that little hole right there. If that's hard to do, that's where this tool comes in, and I'll teach you what this tool does later. But so that's what you do with it. Yeah, so that's what it's for. Now let's head over to what we do with this thing. Now this thing is used for when, so I got my thread on, but I haven't put it through that thing. And that takes forever if you do it a lot. Usually it will take a long time. Trust me, I've done it. So to put it through that little tube right here. So what this tool is used for is you push it down that little tube right there. So you push it down that tube, and then it'll come out the other end. So you see it came out. Now there would be two. It's like basically a little like what am I thinking of? A diamond shape or some shape, like a shape. So it's a closed shape. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your thread. Make sure you have enough to put that through that bobbin pipe thing. So you're gonna take your thread right here, and you're gonna put it in between that shape, like in the shape. So you're gonna put it in that shape. Now you put it inside and just pull it through. So now we put it through, and now it's through the shape. Now you're just gonna take the threader out and take it out, and that just put it through, easy peasy. And that's why this tool is so helpful. Now you can pick up this tool for a lot of money or a little money. This is a tool that I would say that is worth it. I picked this one was about like $4. I wouldn't go too crazy and get a huge one because you don't need that. So this is what the bobbin does. We've gone through the bobbin. We've gone through the threader, and now we're on to the rotatable whip finisher. Okay, so this is a complicated but also unique. It's a very a very needed tool in my when I tie flies. So that is why, and I'm going to show you, it looks very, very complicated. I remember when I first started tying flies, I look at this thing, I look at somebody doing it, and I'm like, what did they just do? And I was like, I was blown away because it looks so complicated. Alright, so how we're going to do this is we're going to, after this, I'll teach you how to use a vise, but, oh, by the way, this thing's called a vise. So we're going to insert that hook into the vise. Okay, so we've done the thread, we've wrapped it around. Let me just zoom in a little bit closer here so you guys can see. So we're going to do the thread here. I'm just gonna thread it around, and say I'm done like with the thread, and say I cut this extra thread off, wrap it around. All right, so we've done that, and now we're gonna take the whip finisher, and what we're gonna do is, so you see this little thing right here, this little let me zoom in on it. So this little like a groove or a loop here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put that. We're gonna take this little hook kind of shape thing, and we're gonna put it on that line right there. So it's kind of like you basically just put it on there. So it hooks the line like that. All right. So you see this little thing right there. What we're gonna do with that is we're just going to wrap the thread around. So, I know this is complicated, but you put it on like this, then you wrap it around that piece, okay? Make sure you have enough line to wrap it, okay? Now we're just going to turn it this way, creating a little, like, triangle shape thing, okay? So, now we want to leave it not super tight, but just a little loose, okay? What we're going to do is, you see this piece this thing where it crosses over. We're going to put that up to the hook and just wrap it where you want to wrap it. Wrap it, wrap it, wrap it. Let it slip off of that. Come down and let it slip off of that hook. Pull tight. And then that creates a little knot that will keep it so that the thread won't come off. And if I know that was pretty complicated, I had to go over how to do this thing a little bit. And so if you guys need to, you guys can pause that step and just or rewind, pause it, and rewind if you have to. And yeah, so I definitely had to pause and rewind, so don't feel like you're the only person who has to pause and rewind, because I had to rewind about 20 times. So it took a while, but I finally learned. So hopefully this works for you guys. And yeah, so let's head on. Feathers. Okay, so feathers, there's all different kinds of feathers. There's grizzly feathers, there's elk hair, there's peacock herl, or I don't know, a lot of things. And sometimes they can be really confusing. So how do you pick out the right feather? Well, I go to a fly shop or a place where I can get some fly tying stuff, and I go there to check out the fly tying stuff when I go to tie some flies. Alright, so some of this can be really expensive, and some can be not as expensive, like $5. But this is called grizzly feather. Now, grizzly feather is like this color right here. So if you guys can see, I'll do a close-up in 3, 2, 1. But yeah, so that's grizzly feather. There's a ton of feathers that that are sold on the market today for fly tying, and so it can be overwhelming. Welcome to Bill's Fly Shop. Hey. Alright, I'm looking at fly tying stuff. You got any? We have some fly tying materials over to your left. Oh, cool, thanks. You're welcome. Wow, this seems a lot of stuff. Grizzly feather? Brown saddle hackle? What? Never heard of that. Worm? Flying rabbit dubbing gray, and a lot more. Holy cow. How do I choose from all this? Maybe I'm going to get this one. Hey, sir, how much is this grizzly feather?
That would be about $50.
Alright, thanks. Oh, man. How about this one? The brown saddle hackle. Saddle hackle. Never heard of that.
That would be about $5.
I could afford that. Got one. Alright. And, so, that should be good. Got my brown saddle hackle. Brown saddle hackle. Say that 10 times fast. Brown saddle hackle. Brown saddle hackle. Alright. So, I think I'm good to go. Thanks, Bob. See you later. Bye. Hey guys, thanks for watching Homie Bass Bros 419. I had a lot of fun filming that video, and yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed, and yeah, so I hope you guys walked away from that video, like knowing something, like had just learned something, and yeah, so thank you guys for watching Homie Bass Bros, and we'll see you next time. Bye.